everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our podcast.
Today we're covering another Equestria Girls movie, The Rollercoaster of Friendship.
This time around, the adventure focuses on the strained friendship between Applejack and Rarity when Rarity takes a summer job at the Equestria theme park. Trouble arises when her friends start disappearing one by one.
Now, like the Forgotten Friendship one, it was again like a 44-minute special because they have parts of it up online. You can see each short. But they could be themselves in episodes because they'd be like 9 to 10 minutes. So there was an episode of an episode. And they were put together as a movie, which is also available on Netflix, like Forgotten Friendship.
Okay, awesome. This was also another one that was really, really good. Had a different plot, different outcome.
Right. It
didn't follow exactly.
It didn't follow the usual formula
right.
when they get equestrian magic, because these two have followed a totally different pattern. Just like with the other side has a whole new, it just flips the whole thing. This one actually does a similar thing with only focusing on maybe one or two of the characters. It wasn't about Sunset or the other ones you know already. It's about two ones in particular.
Right. And this may be where they are heading toward in doing these particular movies where they take the different individual ones and then make them a movie, which is a great idea because it really is working to their advantage.
Right. And it took us a while to watch this one and Forgotten Friendship because at the time Discovery Family wasn't airing them on TV. We would just catch them on the video on demand service, and we couldn't catch them airing. We didn't know when they were on, just like, oh, this is on, and be at random, and all of a sudden it's gone or it's there. So we were kind of saw this a little bit out of order with the show. And if, for those who don't know, you're supposed to watch each Equestria Girl movie after one season of My Little Pony, so you can keep going with each individual series.
So, that means that we finished season 8, which we will sometime this year do another podcast since we covered seasons 1 through 7.
Right.
And we'll be creating a MLP podcast playlist.
Right, so you can just watch all our MLP themed podcasts from the beginning to end.
Absolutely. So, let's talk more about this fantastic Equestria Girls movie.
Okay. And also, this movie has sort of individual little stories going on. The main one was with Rarity and Applejack, but at the same time you had Rainbow Dash trying to get Fluttershy onto the on the roller coaster ride. She was terrified out of her mind every time. They weren't even off the ground. She was already scared. And Sons and they call her Sci-Twi. They used up all their tickets on a rigged ring toss game, which is run by a humanized Flim and Flam who rigged everything for money. So they had all their money, throwing the rings at the thing. They were purposely jumping off of everything. And they're like, oh, come on!
And they're never at a loss of shenanigans. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with next.
Right.
Because first it was the apple cider.
Yeah.
And then it's this. So what's next?
And the Vegas shows. Right. Yeah. So it's always something crazy with them. And another thing we gotta bring up is the thing between Applejack and Rarity. While the show, well, it looks like from one viewpoint, it looks like it's just like I said, the strained friendship because Rarity was hanging out with this really cool girl. She had a social media following. She was on everywhere. She was pretty much an internet celebrity. And yeah, she was kind of narcissistic. She had her phone and so forth. But Rarity saw her as a star, was someone who knows what she's doing about fashion and everything, was always updated and in the now, of course. And Applejack was getting sort of jealous because she was staying all the time with her.
No, she was getting jealous. Not sort of jealous. She was getting jealous.
And the attitudes towards them were changing. And it kind of delved into, helping her get her friend back and realizing, the way she's been treating her friends was wrong. And for some people, they kind of saw it as a confirmed ship. Hasbro hadn't really come up with anything about that. It was just two friends that were like falling out, but then got back together near the end and realized, this is silly. Don't let anything get in the way of friendship. But some people who actually do ship Applejack and Rarity saw that, the ship is canon. Now, for me, I think it's supposed to be ambiguous because I personally didn't see it as romantic. I saw it as platonic. And it's up to, I think it's ambiguous for the viewers. Like, you can decide if you think it's supposed to be a ship or just friends getting back together. So I think that was the best way to handle it because there were a lot of people that got into this special in the first place because of that possible ship happening.
Unlike the Monster High reboot, where it's obvious that Dracula and frankly, clearly are shipped.
Right. But that aside, still, it was... What, you're bringing Monster High in front of this?
Well, because it was something similar. Like
yeah, it is. Well, actually, Equestria Girls existed kind of to compete with Monster High.
Yeah, you're telling
but even though it had criticism for the ways the dolls were designed, saying they were too skinny or anorexic or something, Equestria Girls still stands on its own, and it still is different from the TV show without kind of like deriving from against what the pony show did.
Right. And the sad thing is that Hasbro took a risk rebooting the Monster High series, and it failed.
Yeah.
And when it was the original series, there really was a genuine competition between Equestria Girls and Monster High.
Right.
But after the reboot, it's like, forget it. Equestria Girl runs.
Right. And like I said, and they also had, of course, this build-up of leading up to capturing the person who has, like I said, the magic phone. When
Right.
he takes a picture, whatever takes a picture of it goes right into the phone, into this other dimension where it's just empty. So that was actually pretty scary because you didn't know. It was kind of like the mirror magic special. You didn't know how they're going to get out of it because it wasn't like you can't break the phone because that could leave them stuck in there.
Right.
You find out what really happened with the magic, and it's actually kind of anticlimactic but funny at the same time. But they still do this sort of build up because Equestrian magic was dangerous because every time someone has it, they go cuckoo. So like I said, for this one, just like A Forgotten Friendship, it really started to change the formula we've seen with Equestria Girls. Not having Twilight Sparkle come in and help them save the day every time, which we don't mind, but seeing that they're starting to get the hang of this, and they already have something from Equestria helping now, and they've had Starlight Glimmer come there at one point,
Right.
and they can go in as they want, and it's going to be a constant battle with this Equestrian magic because people keep getting their hands on it.
Right.
And we have not seen the other side special at the time of this recording, but we can't wait to see it because we know for the plot of this one, the Humane Six are going into the pony world finally.
Yes.
So you get to see how they're going to react to their pony selves. And how are you going to tell the difference between them? Because they look kind of alike, except for the one that's supposed to be Twilight. You can tell the difference with her because of the glasses
right,
and the hair.
Right.
But the others, they look almost identical to the regular ponies. So that's definitely going to be interesting to see.
Yes, definitely. And this was a little darker in terms of the storyline because of everyone going into the phone and the jealousy, and it was like it was building
growing,
up.
yeah.
Exactly.
Just like with Forgotten Friendship, where if the stuff didn't, fix itself last minute, that was it. So there was kind of this tension building up to where are they going to leave this for now and then go back to it later, but thank goodness no, it doesn't happen.
And I do think it was inspired a little by the 13 Wishes original Monster High franchise.
Yes, I think so too.
Because that kind of is what happened with Claudine's sister.
Yes.
Except for it was a genie who would make them disappear into this land.
Right.
But it was a great inspiration. It definitely wasn't a copy. It's definitely a totally different movie.
Exactly.
But you can see where the inspiration came from, and they took it and made an excellent movie of their own.
Yes. So, if you haven't seen the Rollercoaster Friendship or Forgotten Friendship or some of these other Equestria Girls specials / movies, please check them out on Netflix or buy the DVDs through Amazon.
Right, and if you've seen Rollercoaster Friendship, Bennett, let us know what you think in the comments below.
Yes,
and how much you're looking forward to the next movie.
Yeah, the other side, and probably the next My Little Pony theatrical film, please.
Yes, definitely.
So, thank you so much for watching. I'm Masculine Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a toontastic day.
Peace.
And reporters sitting flashing lights, trying to walk around, man, who the hell are you? What you wanna do? Well, man, it's on you. Man, it's on you. With her in my dreams, she was my queen. A castle in the mountaintops, rivers and streams. Plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket, give it to you.